The tragic communal clashes marring celebrations of both Eid and Akshay Tritiya in Jodhpur. Let's go across live now to Jodhpur, where Harsha currently is. Harsha, we know that the internet is now suspended here, mobile internet, also that there's a curfew in 10 districts till midnight. What is the situation now in Jodhpur?
Well, in the police station areas where there is curfew, there's an uneasy calm there. But as far as law and order is concerned, the situation is under control. The ministers who were air-dashed by Ashok Gehlot just this afternoon to Jodhpur had a press conference just right here. In fact, they've just finished that press conference in the Circuit House, and they have detained 50 people. Because remember that kind of allegation that was made by Gajendra Singh Shekhawat that, people were coming into antisocial elements, getting into people's homes, attacking women also. They have collected CCTV footage of that kind of activity, and they have detained 50 people, and they've got strict orders from the Chief Minister that, antisocial elements have to be taken to task and dealt with very strictly. So that's one thing that the administration is handling. But of course, Gajendra Singh Shekhawat, the MP from Jodhpur, is in fact very much here. He did a round of those areas which are now under curfew. And he has raised questions as to how come the police was not prepared for this. Because remember, Akshay Tritiya and Eid and the Parshuram Jayanti celebrations were together. It started off as a dispute over flags, and then it escalated to these kind of communal clashes.
Violence in Rajasthan's Jodhpur in the run-up to Eid in the city. On Monday night, with Parshuram Jayanti celebrations and Eid coinciding, a dispute over flags being put up by different communities turned violent. A police post was attacked and the police used lathi charge and tear gas to disperse the crowds. On Tuesday morning, Eid prayers offered under heavy police deployment. But soon after, clashes in 5 different areas of the city. With the situation spiraling out of control, the Chief Minister stepped in. Ashok Gehlot is also the MLA from Jodhpur.
मैं अपील करना चाहूँगा कि तमाम लोग शांति बनाए रखें और तनाव समाप्त करें, और जो लोग फिर भी ऐसे कोई तत्व एंटी सोशल एलिमेंट आते हैं तो सख्ती से निपटा जाएगा, ये मैंने पुलिस को निर्देश दे दिए हैं.
Senior ministers and officials air-dashed to Jodhpur even as curfew is clamped in the city. Heavy police patrolling finally restores law and order.
यहाँ पे अभी जो सिचुएशन है अंडर कंट्रोल है, हमने सफिशिएंट जाब्ता लगाया हो.
But an uneasy calm in Jodhpur. This is the third incident of communal clashes in Rajasthan, and the political rhetoric is likely to escalate. Member of Parliament from Jodhpur city, Gajendra Singh Shekhawat, making some serious allegations against the state government.
घरों में घुस करके लोगों के साथ में अत्याचार हुआ था, उनके सिर फोड़ दिए गए थे, उनकी महिलाओं के साथ में अपमानजनक व्यवहार किया गया था, तेजाब की बोतलें फेंकी गई थी, मंदिर को क्षति पहुंचाने की कोशिश पत्थर मार मार करके की गई थी, मूर्ति को तोड़ने की कोशिश की गई थी, और पुलिस फिर भी खड़े होकर के उनको खदेड़ने के बजाय उनको रोक करके वहां खड़ी थी. मैं पूछना चाहता हूं कि सुबह जितनी घटनाएं हुई, जो भी घटनाएं सुबह हुई, गिनती उनकी 15-20 जगह पर जिस तरह की घटनाएं हुई, क्या वहां भारतीय जनता पार्टी का एक भी कार्यकर्ता था? क्या वहां राष्ट्रीय स्वयंसेवक संघ का एक भी स्वयंसेवक उपस्थित था?
After the clashes in Karoli and the row over the temple demolition in Alwar, the fault lines now in Jodhpur. But what's embarrassing is that it is Chief Minister Ashok Gehlot's home turf. With elections in Rajasthan just now a little over a year away, clearly these fault lines will widen. And for the Congress government in Rajasthan, the biggest challenge is to manage the drift before elections in 2023. In Jodhpur, Harsha Kumari Singh, NDTV.
So, Harsha, really that bit of the political fault lines with the elections coming up, because the BJP is using this to attack Ashok Gehlot. Vasundhara, who really comments saying that this is happening in Mr. Gehlot's home district. How is this playing out? Because why is it that in Rajasthan we've seen 2 serious communal incidents in just the last month and a half?
Well, clearly, this is what we're going to see as an emerging trend in Rajasthan. We saw it spiral in Karoli. Then after that, we saw all the row over the temple in Alwar. So clearly, this is going to be one of the main election issues in Rajasthan. And for the Congress, the sooner they really address it and confront it is possible. It's very important for them to deal with that, because definitely from the BJP side, they're raising the plank on this, and they are trying to project the Congress as people who are into appeasement politics. The Congress, on the other hand, is blaming the BJP for igniting this kind of violence. The truth obviously lies somewhere in between, but the politics of it is entirely different, and the political rhetoric is completely different from actually what is the situation on the ground in that sense.